Unconfirmed reports claim Sarah Ferguson is preparing to sign a £2 million tell-all book. If true, the fallout could land squarely on her daughters Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie. Palace nerves are already fraying, online speculation is raging, and two women who have spent years trying to stay above the fray are suddenly being pulled back into the center of a royal storm. But remember, nothing is confirmed, no contract, no publisher, no statement from Ferguson herself. Today we examine exactly what is being said, why it matters, and what it could mean for the future of the York princesses. The latest wave of speculation grew out of months of reporting about Ferguson's retreat from public life and her time in Austria. In April, she was reported to have been staying at a luxury Austrian spa where rooms were said to cost around £2,000 a night. Later sightings suggested she had moved on from that particular hideaway. Other reports, again from unnamed sources, say she has remained in close contact with Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie, although the family has issued no formal statement.
The most explosive claim, however, is that Sarah Ferguson has been sounding out publishers about a memoir that could fetch around £2 million. That figure has been repeated across tabloid and entertainment reporting.
Yet there is still no public contract, no named publisher, and no confirmation from Ferguson herself. In short, this story is doing the usual royal circuit. All smoke, plenty of heat, but very little hard paper to pin it to yet. Everything must be taken with a generous grain of salt. Chiu.
So why is everyone so concerned? Because if this book ever sees the light of day, it won't just be about the past. It will drag the next generation straight back into the spotlight they've worked so hard to manage.
The real difficulty is that the princesses are not sitting in the same place as their parents, at least not publicly. Beatrice and Eugenie remain princesses under the 1917 letters patent. Reporting after Prince Andrew's titles were stripped said their own styles were not affected. Much of the online noise has muddled two different things: their legal royal status, which appears secure for now, and the much murkier question of whether the family's current scandals could eventually corrode their standing by reputation alone. The sisters are not accused of wrongdoing, but they are still being pulled into the storm by association. Some commentators and social media users are demanding that they speak publicly about their parents' ties to Jeffrey Epstein. There is no official evidence that would support stripping their titles. The stronger, more authoritative reporting indicates the opposite, that their position has been preserved. Their public appearances have only sharpened the focus. Reports said Beatrice and Eugenie attended Peter Phillips' wedding in the Cotswolds earlier this month, one of the first high-profile royal gatherings they had joined so visibly in some time. It showed the sisters were not entirely outside the fold, even if the wider family picture remains ugly enough to make any get-together feel like a carefully managed exercise in damage limitation. The allegation that Ferguson's spending has become a fresh source of pressure adds another layer, though again, it rests on unnamed insiders rather than a verified financial record. One source quoted in the reporting said she had struggled after leaving Royal Lodge and could become dependent on her daughters. This is the sort of detail that travels well in royal gossip, but should be treated cautiously unless something firmer emerges.
What is clear is that the York family remains under a level of scrutiny that would be exhausting for anybody. Never mind two women trying to keep a dignified distance from a parent who refuses to disappear quietly.
One report even suggests palace watchers fear that any open split between mother and daughters could make Ferguson more likely to talk, while help from the sisters might be read as quiet internal management of a problem the monarchy would rather not have to discuss out loud. The memoir talk may be gossip for now, but it is the sort of gossip that sticks because it touches money, loyalty, and the monarchy's least elegant habits all at once. The York family has already endured years of intense public and media examination. Every new rumor lands on ground that is already scorched. For Beatrice and Eugenie, who have largely stayed out of the worst of the headlines, this latest speculation feels especially cruel. They are being asked implicitly and sometimes explicitly to choose between family loyalty and protecting their own carefully built reputations.
Nothing is confirmed yet. There is no book deal, no manuscript, no official palace response. But the chatter alone has already put fresh pressure on Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie, at a time when the wider royal family is still navigating the aftermath of Prince Andrew's scandals.
The next chapter, if it comes, may not be gentle. Whether this remains tabloid speculation or becomes a defining moment for the York princesses will depend on what actually happens next. Until then, we watch, we wait, and we remember to treat every unverified claim with the caution it deserves. What do you make of these reports? Do you think a tell-all from Sarah Ferguson would seriously damage Beatrice and Eugenie's standing? Or is this just more royal noise?
Drop your thoughts in the comments. I read every single one. If you value balanced, fact-checked royal coverage, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. Thank you for watching. Stay curious, and always take royal gossip with a generous pinch of salt. Until next time.